what's going on? It's your boy Trillion Kutz, and we live on location. We outside tonight. This is another episode of Unscripted with Trillion Kutz, and I got some special guests in the building. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves though.
That's Emil ISO.
Craig Allen Films.
One down Dotto, one dough, 4TL.
Okay. So like let's get straight to it. How you start what started your music career, ISO? Like, what inspired you to do music?
There you go. What inspired me? I just wanted to do something different than what people was doing in my family. The average person in my family just, go to school, graduate, and go to work. I just want to do something different for real.
Oh, okay. And like, Wando, what inspired you?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, it was really Wayne, bro. Like, out of everybody, it was this nigga Wayne. Like, when I heard how
Lil Wayne?
Yeah, when he was spitting on them Carters and shit, bro, that shit just made... I wanted to rap before it was cool and shit, before everybody was doing this shit, and, like, it was a thing to rap and shit. I was trying to rap back then, man. Like, you feel me? I got shit from way back then.
So, like, what got you into, like, battle rap?
Shit, my cousin, King 8, man, that nigga... For like a year or two, I watched that nigga go from just being one of the hardest rappers, bro, to being like one of the coldest battle rappers, nigga. And that shit just made me take a liking to it. And like Tay-Rock and shit, like watching them niggas like Charlie Clips and shit. Shit, I got my first battle, and my first one, I retired a nigga. He ain't never stepped foot back in the ring, you feel me? So shit, I knew right then and there it was over. I had something on my hands.
Okay. So like outside of, Craig Allen.
Pop your shit.
Well, what got you into music? He do. In case y'all didn't know, he do music, film, and am I missing something?
Shit, everything. What got me into filming, really, I'm a singer, and I couldn't find nobody to shoot videos around the time I was singing, so I started shooting my own shit in like 2012.
Okay. So like, you said how old would you say you started music?
I was probably like 12.
12?
Yeah.
And like, what created the transition from music into business?
That's a good question. What translated the music to the business? I'm gonna be honest, like, I like music and I like the creative process of the music and stuff like that, but what made me want to just dive into like the business part of it is I wasn't seeing no money off the music just like that off the back, you know what I mean? So I'm like, so what can I do different, whether it's merch to get me, that's what made me, transition to the business aspect really, you know what I mean?
Okay. And like with the music, I see you work with a lot of artists such as like Lil Billy, you done work with Lil E, you done work with, have you worked with Swole? I think Swole, if I'm mistaken.
Not yet, but me and Swole, we real close or whatever.
Well, yeah, you work with a lot of local artists on the scene and stuff like that. Like, how did those collabs come about?
Man, really just working for real. I've been, rubbed elbows with all of them artists prior to, collabing with them. So it was just like a timing thing, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what keeps you going as far as the music? Like, I know you said the money ain't flowing like that. Yeah. But like, other than the merch, like, what keeps you inspired to keep going and keep pushing? Like, even when it's like dead moments where it's shit slow, you like, fuck it.
Really just the fans, for real. Like, anytime I done like, man, fuck that, I ain't doing the music, it be the fans like, nah, I don't. Yeah. So it really be the fans. I may pull up somewhere, they rehearse, rapping my music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The streams, I get some money off of the music, but you know what I mean? It ain't nearly, it's never nearly enough.
Yeah,
you know
I understand that.
But yeah, the fans, that's my inspiration though. That's what keep me that's what keep me going with it.
Gotcha. So like, if you can go back, like let's go back to Ice Top. Before Ice Top, what was your music persona like?
What you mean?
Okay, what inspired your name? Like, how did your name come about?
The streets. I was in the streets. I used to hustle, you know what I mean, before I was doing, you know, rap like it. I was in the streets. I was, you know, average dude, come from the block, on the block.
Yeah.
And, you know, my guy gave me that name. My guy DP gave me that name, man. We was in the studio one time and he was like, you know, we doing business or whatever. He like, man, you always, you know, mixing shit up with Isotol. We gonna call you Isotol, you know what I mean? And it just stuck. Everybody was calling me Isotol. So, you know, kind of, you know, rap and street stuff. A lot of the, you know, my past, you know, street shit.
Got you. So, like, before Isotol, like, did you have any other names prior to that?
I think my first rap name was Lil Mask. I think it was my first rap name was like Lil Mask, and my second one was Impact. You know what I'm saying? My second one was Impact because my cousin, his rap name was Savage, so it was like Savage and Impact. But my first rap name was Lil Mask. I don't know where the fuck I got it, but that's what it was.
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, what you got going as far as like the music? Like, what can the fans expect to see from you in the future?
Man, consistency. I think that's been one of my biggest issues. I never was consistent enough, and when I did go through trials and tribulations, I kind of fell back from music and locked in, you know what I mean, elsewhere. But consistency, they can be expecting me to, I got a new clothing line called Shallots, you know what I mean? Of course, the only members, that's what we've been pushing. Craig Allen, we got the vision. Working with more of the upcoming artists, hands-on, like Wando, you know what I'm saying? Right now, I'm working with him as far as, you know, his project he put pushing, or he's about to push, you know what I mean? So just consistency all the way around the clock.
Got you. And I mean, I noticed you had a movie out with, I think I want to say Yellow, like some years back. Like, what's going on with that? Like, why y'all ain't never pushed that towards Tubi?
Man, honestly, bro.
Or Netflix,
honestly, like with the movie stuff, you know what I'm saying? We were supposed to do like a 2 Sides Part 2, you know what I mean? But I feel like with everybody timing, you know, I was back and forth to jail. Scooty, he keep his hands in different stuff, you know what I mean? So we just didn't get around to the Part 2. But as far as the Tubi, I don't, you know what I'm saying, no specifically, because I know Scooty's behind the actual movie, you know what I mean?
Gotcha.
We just starred in it, but you know, that's bro actual movie, so I don't know why he ain't put it on Tubi or none of that.
Okay. So like,
Turn it up, Nico.
What up? Tiger, you my last loss of love I had for you. Try to stain my name, the only one who crashed for you. Every loss I ever took, I held my head high. From where you get crossed out, you won't find out that low and you gon' die. Hey, cousin turned snake, found out his hoe ain't scared to lie. Wish I can go back, make a play on Gil with Ashley and Levine. Around that corner, you won't see some dead. Childhood best friend died a killer. We used to flip on pissy biz. That little shit overrated, bro. Couldn't take it, hate to hear the truth. Show so much love, try to snake me from my rear view. Blink my eyes, see me lose it all. Ashley died, I lost my freedom, fumbling, moving floss. Ain't that I called the case, lost, took my kids, had me in county draws. Unexpected, brief found out she.
is this your first interview since like doing the PPV interviews?
R.I.P. PBV.
Yeah,
You know what I
R.I.P.
mean? R.I.P. my dog, man. That's my dog too. I did another interview with, I forgot the dude's name, man. You know, PBV, that was just my guy.
Yeah.
We kind of grew up together, so, you know, we locked in on a lot. He got some unreleased interviews from me that I ain't never dropped. But, and I wasn't ever really into interviews like that. I kind of fuck with who I fuck with.
Gotcha.
You know, I grew up with him, so that's my guy. You know, our ties, you know what I'm saying? So I'm anti. That's another thing I had to learn about the music is networking and being open to deal with different people. But I wouldn't ever really open interviews. I got offered to do them. I just was like,
Gotcha. Like, so like working with industry artists, are you against like paying the artist for a feature and stuff like that? Or are you?
I mean, if it makes sense, it makes sense. This is just another investment. You know what I mean? Yeah, I'll pay an artist if it makes sense. You know what I'm saying? I was supposed to do some shit with I had a situation, man, that I was gonna pay an artist, but which I'ma just see it. You know what I'm saying? I had a situation that I was supposed to be working with Boosie on some shit.
Yeah.
But you know, the numbers didn't add up and it didn't make sense to me, you know what I'm saying? So I kind of like bagged off of it, and then, you know what I mean? Honestly, it's crazy because the songs that I had sent him a couple songs first before he was like, with the songs I wanted him featured on.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? This before he told me the price. Then when he told me the price, I kind of was like, hell nah, like, well, you ain't worth that for real, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that don't even make sense, you know what I'm saying? So, the song that I sent him now, on down the line, it's like he damn near make a song similar to my song, named it and everything. Man, I ain't gonna lie to you. So I gotta be real careful with who. For one, it gotta be organic. I won't ever send a person a song first again.
Yeah. That's
what I learned. It was a learning curve, so that's what I learned from there. But I'm definitely open to paying the artist as long as it makes sense, that the numbers add up.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I want the royalties if I'm paying for it.
Yeah, got you. So how did the collab with Finesse come about?
The Finesse, so this was early on Finesse upcoming. You know what I mean? He was running around the city. I think at the time he was running around doing features for like 500.
Ah, damn.
You know what I mean? But this was before he was who he is. You know what I'm saying? And Scooty called me, and he was he had the song. Yella was supposed to get on that song, but I guess I don't know why he didn't make it to the studio or something. He called me like, I got this feature open, you want to get on this song? I'm like, shit, I ain't tripping. And I didn't even know who dude was at the time.
Okay.
I'm just thinking he, average, it's kind of like how Moneybag was coming around first. I didn't know that Finesse was going to be as big as he is, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he sent me the song. He was like, but you got to do it today. And I went in there and just, you know what I mean?
So like with y'all working together, like, do you still keep like contact with him?
With Finesse?
Yeah.
I ain't keep contact with him. It was that song is originally Scooty's song. That's why you hear him on the hook like that. So I just got on there, you know what I'm saying? I had a conversation with him, you know what I'm saying, personally, but it was on some other shit. But I don't got no connection with dude like that.
Okay. So like if you was to collab with somebody, like who you look forward to collabing with? Or who would you want to collab with?
In the city or just in general?
It could be either or. You can do local and national.
Oh, I'm gonna be real, cause I ain't really big on collabs. Like I said, if it was something I was paying for, it would have to make sense. But I definitely got to get one with Craig Allen. I don't got one with him. And a lot of people that I want features with, I already got personal relationships with. So it's like, we gonna get to it. We get to it.
Yeah. I
got to get one with you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I got to get one with Craig. I'm a homebody guy. Yeah. Got to get one with Wando.
That's a must. Really.
Manny Fotiel, I got to get one with him. Swole, I got to lock in with one with Swole. I want one with Lil Nut. That's in the city, but on the mainstream side, it would probably be like... It would probably be like a Gates. Just somebody that I feel like gonna give me a run for my money.
He's gonna get out.
Yeah. I want somebody that's gonna make me go in there and go hard. You know what I'm saying? A Gates. I get one with EST. You know what I mean? Somebody that's just like.
Speaking of EST, I was about to bring that question up. Like, have you heard that like when I first heard his music, I ain't gonna lie, I thought it was your shit.
Yeah.
You get that a lot, like as far as like people hearing it, like damn, that nigga sound like Ice Tough.
I hear the similarities, but he was running around the city before he took off like that, so I definitely hear the similarities. He just run his words a little. He run them together differently, so he kind of more so. He got that Dooney type of flow. I really feel like he got Dooney style. I feel like he kind of like took Dooney style. That's another person I got to get a feature with is Lil Dooney. Okay. And this is another thing about the features. So the features, they have to make sense as far as like whoever I get on the track with, it has to be like it don't gotta have to do nothing with no street shit or nothing like that, or you know what I mean. But it has to make sense where like you're in the algorithm, whereas this is gonna benefit both of us. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I hear similar more. To me, he sound more like Dooney from what is it, GMG?
Okay.
Yeah.
So like, let me see. I kind of lost my question. Okay, I got one for you. Who would you put on your Mount Rushmore of local artists from the city?
It just depends what generation you talking about. Like, are you talking about like our generation, or are you talking about just overall, or you talking
overall.
about overall? You got to put Gremlin on there.
Who that?
Gremlin. You got to put Gremlin.
Gremlin, yeah, I remember him.
You got to put him up there.
Yeah.
You got to put Tragic up there.
Tragic. Okay, got you.
You got to put Nut up there.
What about Hennessy, man?
Man, I would say, what's dude name, man? Cause I don't. Jimmy, what is it? Jimmy Mack.
Jimmy Mack.
You gotta put Jimmy Mack up there, like, you know what I mean. Overall, like I ain't gonna say overall like people up, cause it's like generation, so it's kind of like hard, like, you know what I mean. But I only say them because they kind of really paved the way for a lot of like local artists to really, be comfortable in their own skin.
That you left out. Who would you put on yours?
Shit, I ain't gonna lie, man. Like, I fuck with Hennessy because like she one of the only artists in the city to do 1 million views on the song. Like, I don't think niggas, that Story of My Life, really everybody, even niggas was banging the shit, nigga riding down the street. So I'm like, yeah, she definitely deserve a spot up there to me. As far as like consistently dropping another artist, I just want to give another shout out to the females, nigga. Paris Ladam, fire. Like, she consistently drop, you feel me, and work. Like, I don't, man, I ain't gonna lie, she's so consistent, bro. It's
will
like,
it be a female?
Yeah, I think we should have did it that way. Yeah, we should have did it that way.
I ain't gonna lie, that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like, man, because you can't forget the females, man, because they got their own little lane too, like Blazing Yana and shit. Man, Jay Hayes, you feel me? Motherfuckers, man, come on, man, they going crazy. Even the RBM Lyric, she a young one that's going crazy, you feel me? But as far as the men, I gotta put my man's ISO on that motherfucker for sure, man. He was rocking out, nigga, when Bango and Scooter and them was doing everything, you feel me? Like, I think Bango should go up there, nigga, because he was goddamn making so much noise, nigga, going out of state to Florida and New York and shit, you feel me? Swole, and nigga,
I think there's only 4 on the Mount Rushmore.
Yeah, 4. So what's that, 3? Or is that 4?
What's 5 with the females? See, me, the only reason I can't pick people that I really fuck with outside of the music is because I don't want to be biased.
Yeah.
Even though I fuck with Nut, you know what I mean? That's, you know what I'm saying? Shout out Nut or whatever, but I don't want to be biased. You know what I'm saying? And it's so many generations of music from that.
So like with us having like so much music going on, like honestly, I created the show with the idea of like basically bringing light to the music industry in the city.
Right.
Cause like, I don't know if you ever watched Donnie Houston, you ever heard of him?
Nah.
Well, he got somewhere, he kind of doing that for Houston, Texas, where he take all the legends and stuff and he interview them and they kind of tell their stories, like how they met Screw or who they work with, like Michael Watts or whatnot.
Right.
So it's like, I was trying to do the same thing, but like in my own way though. Like, so
yeah,
like with us having like a long history of music in the city, like what makes you, what's stopping us from getting to that next level? Like any of the artists just breaking through, what do you think?
We be talking about that all the time. I'm gonna be real, man, because I be watching a lot of different interviews and I be hearing people. I stay with my ear to the street, see what's going on in the Naptown scene. But I know there's a lot of people be like, well, you gotta get outside the city, you gotta, network, you gotta, such and such, which is true. That's one of the traits. Yeah. But to me, I honestly feel like consistency outweighs talent any day, and ain't nobody been consistent enough, whereas whether they got to go to jail, whether they just going through life and they just stop. It's consistency. We haven't seen an artist that's just, because if I'm a fan of you, whenever I turn on my social media, I want to see something new.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's one thing that I noticed about your young boys on his way up. And when Future had one of them hell of a runs, like or a lot of people didn't like Gucci, but he was so consistent that you had to even, and you throw something at the wall long enough, it's gonna stick. So I feel like what's stopping us from really getting to that next point is, because we don't live back in the days where that one song was like, oh, we just make one fire song and it's gonna take us to the top. No, they want to hear you go back to 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 back. So I feel like consistency is what stops us from really going to that next point. I don't feel like it's networking or because that's something that you got to do anyway.
Yes. But like I noticed, like even with some people, like they kind of put you in the box when you got that one song that just blow out. So like for instance, like Swole Ice Cold, that song is like it is one of the biggest songs out the city. So like it's like when you hear his new music, it's like they compare it to that, and if it don't sound like that, they don't want to hear it. Like, or some people fucking with like the new shit, but like a lot of people be like, man, I remember that. Oh, and that one. Or like Jimmy Mac Raw, he had Raw, like it's like
I feel like people don't allow you to grow though.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying. They try to, like you say, they keep you in that box. Like, cause I hear that about 50 Keys all the time, which I get it. You know what I'm saying, but people don't. Cause I know you gonna always have that one favorite Young Boy song or that one favorite Lil Wayne song or whatever. But hearing that, man, it's like people want to see you grow, but they don't allow it to happen. Cause Swole got multiple hits after Ice Cold, but that one was just so fucking hard that it's like, you know what I mean? It's like, you feel me? In at the time that it happened too, though. So it's just about growth and just allowing your peers and shit to grow from outside of that shit.
Yes. So are you actually working on any? Are you gonna bring out any new movies? Or anything?
Yeah, me and Craig, we working on a movie right now. I got my project. It's called Morals Over Money. You know what I'm saying? It's been done. You know what I mean? I just haven't did the complete rollout because, again, going through just basic life shit. You know what I'm saying? I've been on house arrest for the last 3 years, so that's what's kind of been like. Yeah. I've been kind of like enjoying the. Spend as much time with my kids as I can, you know what I'm saying, just locking in. My daughter, she just went to college, shout out to Poo Poo, she's in IU, you know what I'm saying, so I kind of been like locking in with the family heavy, but I got my studio everywhere I go, so I stay recording. Craig, we locked in, so we got uncountable videos that I haven't released, but Morals Over Money, about Drop That, me and Craig, we doing a movie. Morals Over Money, the movie. You know what I'm saying? Be on the lookout for that. I don't know what we doing a casting call. We ain't got no solid date on that and shit. But
Craig Allen Films.
I'm a big chef in the kitchen, I be cooking dope and baking shit. Blender in the press, I bust dormant down and bake the meat. Working with them bricks, he ever told that I'ma take it shit. Gave my nigga light, but I take yours just a free little rig. Pick your bitch up, let her eat my dick up, this that gangsta shit. Take her to the yo and play my song like what you think it is. My business, everybody around me got it God given. You can't be around me, ain't about murder, that's just how I'm living. I'm Mr. For show, if I step it, it's a go. If they lock me up for trafficking, I'm lying under oath. Yeah, DA snatched me up soon as I landed, but I know they got a tip that I be loaded. I was flying with them bows. Summertime hit, I'm coming, drop all goals. Hitters right behind me, ready, load the Chevy up with poles. No, these fuck niggas can't smell me, I been fucking up they nose. I'm fetted with Lil Fatty, he be throwing up the foes.
No, these fuck niggas can't stand me, I keep stepping on their toes. Don't ask me if I fuck with what's the name to do the whole plug ready. What's the addy? They gon' leave it at the door. Bitch try to run out with that package, you won't make it off the boat. Back the business, fuck the law, buy a brick and make it folks. Get the strong, bitch and hell it raw, face gon' meet the flow. Pick your hoe up doing donuts on the way back to the yo. Burn the throat when I scratch off in and strike up the road.
I like the movies more, to be honest with you, because for one, when you shoot videos, you gotta do the scene over and over and over. Like, think about movies are similar to that, but you don't have to be as hype all the way through it. Like, I actually like doing movies.
Yeah. Okay, I got a question for Craig. So like with filming, like what keeps your creativity going? Cause like I know you probably get tired of like artists coming to you like, hey, I want a hanging mic video, or I want this type of video to look just like that. How do you like keep your creative genius sharp? Like how you keep it up?
It's just so many different artists in the city. It's so many different artists in the world. Like, so different music just make me feel a different way. Like a lot of the music will turn me up. A lot of music will motivate me to go harder. Like if I fuck with the song, if the song hard as hell, the video gonna come out hard as hell because I'm already rocking with the song. So a lot of the times the good music just keep my creative juices flowing.
Gotcha.
Even though I done heard like thousands of songs, I done shot thousands of videos, it's like, it's gonna forever be refreshing because everybody's forever putting out new music and different music.
Gotcha. Okay. What we got? Let's see. You got anything? You got anything else you want to throw out there?
Oh man, listen. First of all, I wanna let you know, man. I'm proud of everything you got going on, man. Seeing your growth is crazy. A lot of people don't know that we actually family.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you coming through here, fucking with me, man. And I like how you doing everything organic, where it wasn't no, you know, pre-made or we gonna say this or whatever. You know what I mean? Be on the lookout for wine though.
Yeah, man, I got some shit in the works.
So like, when's your next battle?
My next battle next month on the next month on the 22nd. I'm popping out to Minnesota, battling dude named Big Homie Mozzie. I think he from Chicago or something like that. Yeah, he's food.
We gonna get some RIP t-shirts for Big Homie Mozzie. So you go ahead. We gonna have a funeral for you.
Oh man.
You know what I'm saying? So shout out, yeah. My dog gonna murder him. He's silly. He's over. Like really, I'm kind of bagging. I'm not completely, you know what I'm saying, bagging away from the music scene or whatever like that, because I got a lot of reach and a lot of influence on a lot of the younger artists and just people in general. So whatever resources I got, you know what I'm saying, I'm gonna openly give them to, you know, my guy, you know what I'm saying, whoever I'm dealing with. But right now, I'm locked in with bro. We've been locked in about a little over a year, you know what I'm saying. So him, his whole circle, they hold click hard. Manny, Lou, all of them, it's a click of them, you know what I'm saying. Be on the lookout for the movie. The morals over money, the movie, and morals over money. I'd say it's a mixtape, but it really sounds like an album. You know what I mean?
Soundtrack for the movie. Yeah.
It is. It's all a combo. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause it's gonna come with the clothing. We got a whole little.
So like working with battle rappers, no, I'm talking to you. I got you. So like working with battle rappers, like, is it challenging to your pen? Like getting on the track with him, like, cause you know he coming with that shit, like, cause they come with a different like element of music with the punchlines and metaphors and whatnot.
No.
So you don't look at it like
bullshit ain't nothing. It's real. It really is though, man. But you know, I'm my biggest critic. Yeah. So even when I write a verse, I probably, like 50 Keys, for instance, it probably took me, no bullshit, 6 months to write that verse. And that's just because I kept going in it, changing words and shit. You know what I mean? So, I need people like him around me because it gives me that, because he may not realize it, but he, you know, part of my influence and, you know what I'm saying, inspiration to go harder. Because when I hear him saying shit, I'm like, what the fuck he come up with that? So, it's dope. Like, you know what I mean? Bullshit ain't nothing. I done dealt with a lot of artists, but I actually like more so dealing with battle artists more because they serious about their craft. You know what I'm saying? They ain't just, and it's nothing against punching in, because I punch in sometimes too, but they ain't just punching in. They really, you know, I feel like we missing that part about music. There's so many people that is, you know, punching in, that we missing that part of the creativity of the music that make you like think deep, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so now I actually like dealing with battle artists more so than just regular artists.
Gotcha. So who going off your previous recordings, like who was like one of the people you like get in the studio with and you just like, yeah, I like working with this nigga because he always gonna keep
Yellow.
going.
I ain't gonna lie to you, Yellow was fire. Scooty too though. Me and Scooty got a lot of unreleased music. Scooty was decent, you know what I'm saying? But as far as like just, man, Yellow was nice. When I used to work with Yellow, I ain't gonna hold you though. I'm not even gonna hold you. My favorite, it's so many, man, because you gave me a lot of runs for my money. You get in there and you go hard, but and I ain't just saying that for the camera either, because you know I didn't came to your studio and you didn't drive, and I'm damn near like writer's block. Yeah. So you know what I'm saying, but me and Yellow probably had the best charisma in the studio together, just like back to back. I done sit in the studio with Yellow that made 7-8 songs back to back.
Okay. So well, you know he left out too. English
Be English fire. DP was fire. Little fella, RP little fella, little Kev, he was fire. But it's just something like, I don't know what it is with Yellow, man. He like, man, dude is probably like an underrated artist, like a motherfucker in the city, and we ain't did shit in a while, but man, he probably like one of the most creative people I've seen in that studio.
Yeah. So like, y'all got a whole project out or something like that?
Me and Yellow?
Yeah.
Nah, I ain't did no music with MRC in years, but we got a lot of unreleased music we ain't did. I mean, we ain't released, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. All right, so, I mean, speaking of MRC, like, what made you depart from that situation?
Man, it's just growth, really, man. It ain't really, again, trials and tribulations.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? In and out of jail, going through my per usual shit that I was going through, you know, it kind of like separated me from them.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? Me getting through my cases, fighting my cases and shit like that. And I started SML, me and Double started SML in 2017, and it started off as like a clothing line. Then we turned it into a record label. But some people just grow together, some people just grow apart. We just kind of grew apart, you know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So like, what's one of your biggest takeaways from working with them?
What do you mean takeaways?
Like something you learned, like you could say you learned that you kind of
what I took with me?
Yeah.
Oh, that's a good question. Some of my biggest takeaways. Well, one thing I did take away that actually definitely benefited the fuck out of me was how to do business.
Gotcha.
You know what I'm saying? And you can't talk to everybody the same. You know what I mean? You can't talk to the person at the bank the same way you talk to your homie on the block. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I took that away. I took I mean, it's pros and cons, because it was some negative shit that made, I mean, but it was a pro in a sense because it made me be able to, you know, cross my T's and dot my I's, you know what I'm saying? Everybody ain't, a lot of these artists, you know what I'm saying, they may not, you know, because I done met artists in person that, you know, I always listen to their music, like your Boosies and your Yo Gottis and shit like that. You meet them in person and they not who they are, who you thought they was. So I took that away from them, like, don't, you know what I'm saying, just don't believe everything you see, you know what I mean, and shit like that. But for the most part, you know, just learning how to, you know what I'm saying, run my own label, you know what I'm saying?
Yes. All right, let's pivot back to the clothing line. Like you said, you got members.
Only members.
Only members. Okay. Like, what inspired that? Like, how did that come about? Like, what's the story behind it? The backstory of it?
Okay, so only members. I'm basically like if you would say like a shareholder or a distributor. It's not my actual clothing line. It's my guy clothing line. I just push it like it's mine.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? But it came off of I had a hoodie on, one of them friends hoodies.
Yeah.
On my Instagram, he had called me. He was like, "Man, I got an idea. I think we should make that hoodie like such and such, but we should have our own creation to it. And he told me the shit. I was like, shit, bro. It's one of my guys I really fuck with. I'm like, shit, whatever you want to do, whatever you need me to do, bro, I fuck with it. You know what I mean? It was something that was catchy, and then, you know, I threw the shit on my Instagram, and, you know, they bit on it. And, you know, we've been rocking with it ever since. But Shallots is my actual own creation. And, you know what I mean?
And what's that like? What does that mean? Like, what is it, a representation or something, or it's like an acronym or?
Nah, Shallots is so I got my own strand.
Yeah.
And it's a clothing line. It's like cookies, basically. You know how cookies got their own strand, and they got their own clothing line. Gotcha. So it's that.
Gotcha. So like, is this you right here? Or?
This Craig, this vision.
What inspired this one right here? This piece, this shirt.
That right there, it's got my fist holding my chain, and then the eyes. So I really go by the vision. I incorporate vision and eyeballs into all my stuff because I was born blind, deaf, and paralyzed. And I had a hard like childhood growing up. So you feel me? When God blessed me with my vision, I kind of just like made that promise to use my vision to help people. So I incorporate eyeballs and vision in everything that I do.
Gotcha.
That's hard.
Okay. All right. And I got anything else you want to throw out there?
Hey, man, y'all store, man. Hey, man, everybody in the city, man, even though, you know what I'm saying, I know a lot of folks, man, may have their own way of how they feel about, you know, different hoods or different people, man, but, you know, man, y'all start supporting one another, man. Shout out to everybody that's doing their own thing, that's full-time entrepreneurs, whether you know, got your own daycare, home health care, you got a podcast, you an artist, a barber, whatever you doing, man. Shout out to all of y'all and the folks that actually go to work every day. Shout out to everybody that get up and clock in. You know what I mean? You gonna have them up and down days, man. Just stay consistent and, you know, put everything in God's hands. You know what I mean? Don't keep God in the closet, man. And shout out to everybody that wake up and they clock in and take care of their business, man. So that's all I gotta say, man. Y'all start supporting one another, because we ain't gonna get nowhere if we don't, you know, push each other, push one another. It look one way when you got one old school outside, but when all your homies back to back, it just hit different. You know what I'm saying? So everybody got to pop it. Everybody got to, you feel me, bust it down. So shout out to the city, man, and everybody that's, you know, full-time entrepreneurs and the working folks.
Give them a little message, man. Hey, I know this motherfucker a nap, but y'all gotta wake the fuck up, man. Y'all be sleeping on the niggas who really got real talent out here for real, and y'all be giving the spotlight to these, you feel me? These niggas for numbers and shit, man. That shit, man, we gotta switch it up, man. Change it, something.
Really out of town. Stop giving, listen, man, stop. I'ma just cut to the meat and potatoes, man. Stop. Because what I did notice about a lot of people, and it ain't just our city either, though.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But I have noticed this, man, like Gotti, Boosie, plenty of artists come through here and pick up 50s and 70s and 80s. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And you know, they kind of give the artist that is here a hard time. They want you to come out for free.
Or want you to pay to get on the show.
Or pay to get on the show, you know what I'm saying? So the same energy y'all put, just reverse the energy, because, you know, like that's our problem, man. And it don't even necessarily be like a motherfucker try to be like, oh, but you got to do A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Man, come on, man. When them folks come through the city, they ain't even making them like do none of that. You know, they come pick up their bag, they disrespectful. You know what I mean? So, man, it's time to reverse that energy, man, and start putting that energy into your own, man, because that's why I feel like that's why don't nobody take naps serious, because it's like they see how you do. It's almost like you meet a female and you see how she treat her daddy and her brothers, and you gonna take her serious in a relationship. She treat him like shit, and you expect her to treat you like gold. That don't even make sense. So the industry gotta be looking at like, look how y'all treat your own people. So I know how you gonna, you know what I'm saying?
Like
so,
Atlanta, they all click together. And
they can be funking or whatever. They can have beef, bro, and they can have Young Thug and Lucci on the same ticket. they gonna go get that bag. Mm-hmm. Now, if I catch you on the back street, I catch you on the back street.
Yeah.
That we in the streets. But when it comes to this business, nigga gotta know how to separate business from street shit. It's plenty of people I done worked with. When I was hustling, it was plenty of niggas I done served that I didn't like. And there's plenty of niggas that served me that I know didn't like me, but it was business. I still went clocked in. Yeah. You get what I'm saying now?
Business ain't personal.
Business ain't personal. You know what I'm saying? To a degree. It is, but it's not personal. You know what I mean? If that makes sense. You know what I'm saying? You got to know how to separate that shit. And niggas do that here. Nigga be, yeah, that nigga fuck with wine though. I ain't fucking with dudes such and such, such and such. Like, for one, me, because a lot of people was throwed off about me fucking with, doing music with E, doing music with Billy. You know what I'm saying? I had a few people, which their opinion don't matter because it don't benefit me, but I'm saying it to say that, bro, like, you got to know how to separate the two, man. Like, I'm too old to inherit any nigga beef, for starters. We're going to start there. Yeah. You ain't touching my kids or my actual loved ones, my family, that, and that ain't even going, I'm not even putting that in the universe, you know what I'm saying? But I was inheriting my homies and people that I thought was my homies, you know what I'm saying, beef when I was early on, 15, 16, I'm grown as hell. What I look like? Yeah. If you and him got an issue, I would hope that if I'm here that y'all gonna have enough respect for me to, we ain't gonna do this cause bro here and put me in the middle of it, but nah, that's between y'all. Y'all got y'all shit going on. Y'all should be man enough to figure it out. Yeah. Cause just cause I don't fuck with somebody don't necessarily mean that when I see him, I'm gonna fuck him up. Yeah. You may just get a head nod. I'm gonna keep pushing it. You know what I'm saying? I don't fuck with you. I don't fuck with you. I know you don't fuck with me. That don't mean necessarily that I'm over tough and I'm gonna fuck you up when I see you. No, they just mean that I'm gonna stay in my lane, you stay in yours, and if you jump lanes, we gonna crash. That's just what it is. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of people, they do that, man. They pick and choose. They in the city, and I ain't trying to be all over the place. The more of the story is, man, it's time to start, whether you like a motherfucker or not, bro, it's time to start pushing everybody as a whole versus, well, I'm only fucking with these niggas because they from my hood, or these niggas don't fuck with them niggas, because a lot of niggas be really low-key funking about a bitch to keep it all the way real, or it just be some petty shit that really you can fix. Certain shit you can't come back from, man. I got homies like your Scooters, you know what I'm saying? Free little Scooter. That nigga doing over 100 years. Over a 50-second decision. You know what I'm saying? I got homies doing 50-something years, man. Situation that they can't really fix themselves. When you got, it's folk out here that they got their freedom and they playing with their life like this shit sweet. It's not no restore button to this shit, bro. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, that was good words.
What was the question? Bro, answer was a good ass answer.
He pretty much said everything, touched it, babe. Same thing you gonna leave right there?
Yeah, man. Everybody just support each other, man. And I would say, man, it's so much talent in the city. Like, it's some talent in the city that motherfuckers ain't even heard. People scared to push their shit. People scared to drop their shit because they scared of what the next motherfucker might think. Yeah. Man, drop your shit. Push your shit. It's so much hidden talent, hidden gems in the city, man. Push that shit because you never know what'll happen. A good year could change your whole life. So push all that shit. If you want to, whatever you want to do in life, do that shit because ain't no telling where it'll take you in the next 5 years. Like, I be trying to tell everybody, you got a dream or you got an idea, I feel like God be giving people ideas sometimes. I feel like God be placing ideas and stuff in people's head. Like, just do it because you never know where it's going to take you. Okay. On everything.
Yeah, I got like a 2-part question. We're gonna finish off with this. But like for all three, like with for the young, it's like, say it's a young artist out there that's trying to get started. They trying to get their first move in. What's the first move they need to make to be like if they want to be the next Isotal, they want to be the next Wando, what would you tell them? Like, or what would you tell your younger self?
I would tell myself, if I was to go back in time and tell myself anything, it'll be not to lollygag. I wouldn't change a lot of the struggles and shit I went through because that's what made me type shit. Mm-hmm. But I would change my work ethic, nigga. I felt like I was going hard at some points at times, nigga. I tell myself, nigga, go 10 times harder, nigga. Yeah. Like the knowledge and shit bro done gave me on this shit, like I ain't know no knowledge behind rapping. I was hoping on a dream, like if I just make the hardest rap, I could make it and anybody can hear it. No, it's so much more with music, bro, like promotion, image, consistency, connections, networking, it all matter, bro. You gotta be ready for it all. You feel me? That's it though.
I would tell my younger self, man, I'm gonna be real, man. I probably would have just, if I could have just, I would probably tell my younger self, don't be a follower. Because when I was younger, I followed a lot of bullshit. You know what I mean? I could have really just been the next engineer. It's plenty of shit because I got good sense. You know what I'm saying? My younger self, I probably wouldn't even did music for real. If I know what I know now, you know what I'm saying? Because a lot of the shit is getting pushed is really bullshit for real. You know what I'm saying? It don't got no message in it, and the message that it do got in it is kind of negative. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But I would probably just tell my younger self to, you know what I mean? I wish I'd have listened to my parents a little more. You know what I mean? And because I was fortunate enough to have parents. You know what I'm saying? So, but to somebody that's younger than me that's coming up that want to get into the music or they doing music and they love it or whatever, man. First, fix your credit. Let's start there. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's nothing wrong with, there's nothing wrong with counseling. There's nothing wrong with therapy. And I ain't saying you got to go through something. There's nothing wrong with going to talk to somebody that's not going to be biased. You know what I'm saying? So self-improvement, you know what I'm saying? Talk to God to gain emotional intelligence, self-discipline, self-control, critical thinking skills, critical listening skills, and don't be a follower, man. And, you know what I mean? It's a blueprint to be successful. You know what I'm saying? And just follow the instructions. You know what I mean? Don't take. So wise people learn from other people's mistakes, and smart people like myself have to learn from their own mistakes. Be wise, man. Learn from other people's mistakes. You know what I'm saying? I wish I'd have took. When other people was telling me, like, nah, don't go down that street because ABCD can happen. I'm hard here. Fuck that. It ain't gonna happen to me. You know what I mean? And I went down that street and goddamn it, A through Z happened to me. You know what I'm saying? So anybody on the come up, man, don't be a follower. Learn about emotional intelligence, self-control, self-discipline, critical thinking, critical listening skills. You know what I'm saying? Move off faith. Don't keep God in the closet. Talk to him every night, 5 times a day if you can. You know what I mean? And stay in school, like for real. Stay in school. You know what I'm saying? Because it paid that education pay. That's what's gonna pay for real.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say too. If I could go back and tell my younger self, I would have kept God first, got my education, and worked on my credit. Most definitely.
Okay. Well, you heard it here first. This has been another episode of Unscripted with Trillion Kutz. We got Wando. Well, hold on. My bad. Before we leave, where can the people find y'all at on social media?
Yeah, man. Just look me up on Facebook, Wando, Instagram. My shit just got hacked at 1.5, man. I had to make a new one today. My new one, though, Wando_4TL. And that's my Instagram, too. So, you feel me? Just lock in with me. Hit me up, DM me if y'all trying to work and fuck with the music. Man, we're going to make some shape.
Follow me on Instagram under Big ISO SML and follow me on YouTube under SML ISO. Yeah.
I'm everywhere. Craig Allen Films, Instagram, YouTube, CraigAllenFilms.com.
Okay, and that's it. We out.